gag me, take me to the bunny ranch. People dying, kill me in the packing house.
Hey! What's going on?
What's up?
Yeah, what's going on? I am your host. This is the Bunny Ears Podcast, and I'm your host, JTT. Yeah.
And I am special guest host?
Yes,
I'm a special guest host.
Well, you're a guest. You're a guest on the show, a regular.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, a reoccurring.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
I am reoccurring character Shawn DePasquale. Mm-hmm. We're here to do a podcast.
This I think that's what the microphones are for.
We're going to do a podcast with a
very, very special guest.
Very special guest.
Yes.
A friend of mine.
Yes, old friend of yours.
My former college roommate.
New friend of mine.
New friend, but longtime fan?
Yeah. First time, long time. Yeah.
When did you first start watching this person?
Probably about 2010. Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah. So long time fan.
Yeah, long time.
You love it long time.
Yeah, love time.
That's what I've heard.
Let's introduce him so we can start talking.
Sure.
How about that?
He's known as the nerd.
Yeah, the angry
video game nerd.
Yeah,
but his name is Mr. James Rolfe.
James Rolfe.
Yes. I am here. I am here in person.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's in my living room.
Yes.
Right now. I fed him pizza. He met my animals.
I got animals here. I got pizza. I got coffee. I got water. I've been offered beer. Mm-hmm. We are good to go.
Yeah, we have a podcast ready.
Yeah.
And also, I'm just going to point out that we do have a live fourth mic for our long-lost friend, Stewart Miller.
Yep, also recurring character.
Yeah, also a recurring
Stewart
character.
P. Miller from Columbus, Ohio.
From Columbus, Ohio.
Yep.
He's running late, and so we decided to start without him. So
we wanted to capture the moment he walks in and apologizes.
I made sure the door was locked,
Yeah.
so he has to knock.
Yeah. So we'll just all have to be... Well, he'll knock. That's perfect. Yeah. So when he knocks, we'll just go silent and we'll capture the live moment.
Pretend like we're not here.
Yeah, James and I will hide.
I'll just close the blinds, like even more.
No one's home.
No one's home. Everyone just freeze. So yeah, if you guys hear a long silence interrupted with a couple of knocks, then you know exactly what's going on. Because this is an audible podcast. It's not a it's not visual.
There it is.
Hold on.
Speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil. He doesn't know that we're in here recording.
He has no idea.
He has no idea what's happening right now.
I can see his feet under the door. He's there.
He's not knocking.
He peeked in.
He's not knocking.
Peeked in the window.
Oh, he did. He peeked in the window.
He did.
Is he trying to peek in the window?
No, he's...
Let me close the blinds.
Mac is now closing the blinds.
The dog's answering the door.
The dog is...
I'm not even kidding, yeah.
The dog is... Mac is opening and closing the blinds.
Mac is peeking through the window.
Stu is now looking at the closed blinds, very confused.
He's so confused. All right, time to blend him in.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen,
our friend Stu, here we go.
Live from New York, but by way of Columbus, Ohio.
Hey!
Stewart P. Miller!
Good to see you again.
Columbus, Ohio!
That's the best I can do.
Guys.
Yeah.
Could you hear us?
Yes, I could.
Oh, you were talking so softly.
I was worried about interrupting you guys, and then the UPS guy outside was talking so loudly that I was like, fine.
Yeah, might as well. So, Stu, why are you late?
Oh, man. I took an Uber pool, and the person before me apparently kept changing her location, apparently 3 or 4 times, and then finally picked her up, picked me up, and then she changed her destination about 2 or 3 times. So it was like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, probably looking for drugs, I'd say. Yeah,
Well, I've
that's
now
my guess.
officially seen the 3 guys on both coasts.
Yes.
That's true.
It's official.
That's true.
Yeah, because I went to James's abode, and we
Secret compound.
Secret compound.
Yeah.
Where we did an episode of the Angry Video Game Nerd. Which was fucking fantastic. Fucking dream come true.
Yeah, it was awesome, yeah.
I had an idea for that literally when I first saw the show.
Did you really?
9 years ago.
Wow, that's awesome.
I was like, I got to do this someday. And so,
That's great, yeah.
So we reviewed all the Home Alone movies from different formats.
Yeah.
Nintendos and Super Nintendos and...
Yeah,
I think there's a Sega one was the strong one. I think that was that was the only one that had any redeeming qualities.
What's funny is that every Christmas, usually I watch Home Alone. Maybe both Home Alones. I watch them every Christmas. It's kind of like a tradition. This is the first year I didn't, and I was like, wait a minute, you had enough of me. This sounds familiar because when I was hear you talk about it and people ask you, oh, so do you watch them all the time? You're like, no, I've I've
seen it.
Yeah, you've seen it, Yeah. And now I'm like, wait a minute, is that kind of what that's like? Like I got my Home Alone fix this year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're feeling me.
It's rubbing off.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, the cynicism towards Home Alone is rubbing off on you.
Because you famously hate that movie you were in.
Oh, yeah. Oof. Oh, yeah. Yes. Hating my life. No.
Yeah, no, there's always love for it. It's just like, it's like some things like, it's already there. It's in my head. It's like, I got it, It's there.
I got it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, video games.
Yeah.
Video games. Yes, you are an expert of sorts, or a professional.
I guess so. Yeah. It's what's funny is I'm becoming retro now. Like, because I was just at a convention this past weekend, and somebody will come up to me now and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I watched you. When I was like 12 years old." I'm like, "This is a grown person I'm talking to." I'm like,
exactly.
That's weird. So now it's like generations of fans.
Yeah, exactly. They already graduated from college. What year did you start again?
With the Nerd, it was actually 2004 if you count the first 2 episodes, which were
Simon's Quest.
Yeah,
and, what was it, Jekyll and Hyde or something?
Exactly. Yeah. And those were just on VHS tapes, sitting in a closet collecting dust. YouTube was just about to get invented. Like I think it was like early 2006 when YouTube was starting, and that's when I made a 3rd episode just for the hell of it. And then there was social media, and it was like, okay, now it started picking up. It's like, oh, okay, there's other people that remember these same games. I didn't expect that.
Yeah. Like, how difficult it was to like land the frickin' plane on Top Gun. I always had trouble with that. Always. And just like, I remember the first time I watched that, like I had to like stop and like show my brother. I was like, you remember this?
Yeah.
Like, that was one of the most tricky things. And you point out in a later episode where it's like, actually the speed and the altitude is just right there. All you have to do is match it. I'm like, oh gosh,
it's like, oh no.
Oh god, I was so stupid. All these years.
It was a Mac revelation.
Yeah, no, it really was. I was like, oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
Oh, this is easy.
Yeah. And then sometimes it still doesn't work for
Just fuck that game.
Sometimes, yeah. It's funny, I've had an uncle in the Air Force, so he's landed the plane for real, and he's refueled planes for real. I was like, wow, okay. Like the game is such a different thing. It's just like
you got him to play the game.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's ever played it, but it would be interesting though.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be fascinating.
That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, that's a good idea for a video. Yeah.
He's like, this is garbage, and we would all be dead if this was real life.
Yeah.
So you created you did videos of it before YouTube around. So you actually did it before there was an outlet to
you just get passed around your friends or something like that.
Yeah, that was
That's
it.
really
It was
fun.
like I didn't expect anything more of that to come from it because like I was mostly focused on feature films, and the way I saw it going was, okay, let's submit your film to a festival and you'll get in somewhere and you get it seen. I never imagined YouTube. Before that, there was a site called studentfilms.com. You'd send in a VHS tape.
It's really on the nose.
Exactly. Yeah. And they digitize it for you for $1 a minute. So basically, if you pay them $1 per minute, however long it was.
Wow, that sounds like a sex hotline.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I did it for like $1. Yeah, exactly. And then and that's for a year. So they post your video on there, and then very few people would comment on it or anything. It was kind of just like, wow, look at this. I have a video on the internet now.
Yeah.
And
And
YouTube came and it's like, oh, guess what? It's free now and you could post it.
Well, and you had been making videos back, I mean, but since before we went to college, because you came to school with like, oh, I made all these horror films and I've done all these videos.
James has a really great special. It's like his 200th episode one. Like, where it kind of goes into your background, and actually you have a lot of you have a lot of your old footage, and I can tell you hang on to everything.
Yeah. Like I keep most of it. So it's pretty. It's pretty easy to keep things generally until you run out of space. So I just.
How many VCRs do you still own?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I have like 20 of them actually,
Nice.
stacked in an attic.
All functional?
I don't know, but I would think so. Yeah. But you know what? I lost the remotes, and then when you lose the remotes, sometimes
They become useless.
it's pretty much a bunch of junk. Yeah.
But then you had kids, and that's like having a remote.
Yeah, it's true. That's what kids are for.
You just send them right up there.
Yeah. Time to eject.
Push play.
Get
Push
over
play.
it.
Yeah.
Why'd
But then
you
you
think I
always
had
need
you?
like the tracking or something. You're like, damn, it's on the remote, and I can't. Oh man. Yeah.
So you we just did an episode. It's Mac and Stu did an episode about their favorite crossover TV shows.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
It was like
Lots of
crossovers,
Webster and Star Trek:
spin-offs.
The Next Generation did a
Yeah.
crossover.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I was
things like that.
okay,
Yeah.
good things to talk about, James, about would be, what are your favorite? Can you think of outside of like Capcom, Marvel? What are your favorite video game crossovers?
Oh, okay.
Because
Battletoads Double Dragon. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep.
That was the first one that came to mind.
Yep,
That might be
game
the biggest.
was
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
best. I remember
Yeah.
being so excited. I don't even know that I was necessarily the biggest Double Dragon franchise
Yeah, yeah.
fan, but I was just like, yeah, two things I know.
Yeah.
Are meeting.
They're together.
They're together.
Like peanut butter and chocolate.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I remember after I had a friend on the school bus who had Battletoads Double Dragon, and I had Battletoads and Double Dragon, but I played the shit out of them. It's like, hey, you want to make a trade? I'm going to trade
2
you
for 1.
Double Dragon
Yeah.
and Battletoads
Get the best
for
of both worlds.
Battletoads Double Dragon. It was the best trade
That's
ever.
that's a really fun one.
Yeah.
It's like I got ripped off. This is just one game. This guy has 2 whole games.
Yeah.
Got him.
Yeah.
You ever play any of the Super Smash Brothers?
Yeah.
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 I've gotten to
Those are like
there you
ultimate
go.
crossover games.
Yeah, that's a little bit of everything.
Well, that's like the Marvel
you get your
Capcom.
Link, you get your Metroid,
Yeah.
you get your you're gonna get your Mario.
All of your
Yeah.
Final Fantasy characters.
And then
the
a bunch
ones
of
that matter.
Yeah, then like a bunch of them that I'm like, wait, who the hell is that?
Yeah, no, a lot of them.
Yeah.
After a
Uh-huh.
while, it's like just like who is that person that this
Yeah.
little fairy little thing or this clockwork looking dude looking at like who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, there seem to be a lot of characters that are from, I guess, Japanese releases, I think, where I'm like, I don't even know
They're slightly more
what this
obscure.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, was it? Wow, I'm trying to think of the Soulbound or what it was.
Oh, Soul Calibur?
No, something bound, Earthbound.
Earthbound.
Yeah, I think like that lead character
Yep.
they put in one of those. Like I
Yeah.
never played Earthbound.
No.
so-
And then they
Yeah.
dig deep into like they just, for the newest game, a piranha plant is one of the playable characters
Yeah,
from
yeah.
like Mario.
Oh, the dog from Duck Hunt is
Dog
it?
from
And
Duck
he
Hunt.
comes with it. And he has the duck like with him, so it's like you're kind of both of them.
So you like throw a weapon or like it's a twofer, like a
Yeah.
cloak and dagger situation. Looking at
The Wii Fit trainer is in it, like stuff like that. Like
Yeah,
weird.
Wow, is it the newest one?
yeah,
is it-
for Switch.
The Switch.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think the one I don't even know if I played the newest. The one I played, the most recent was the
Wii U.
must have been. Yeah, I think so.
So I think the Switch one is. It's called Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, and I think it's a
Okay.
port of the Wii U with more characters and like all the graphics are redone. It looks
Okay.
gorgeous.
Oh, cool.
But it's basically the same game. So like a lot of the animations and stuff you're describing are it's the most fun.
Oh, cool.
I always like those games.
It's so
I like
fun.
how they don't overextend that franchise either,
Yeah.
where it's like just one like they get one of those games per generation of system.
Yep.
Looking at
Yeah.
Would we count Punch Out and Mario as a crossover? Since
Yes.
Mario
Oh,
was
nice.
Yes.
That's a good one.
referee.
You're
Same thing
right,
with Donkey
yeah.
Kong.
Yeah, Mario's made Super Mario Brothers. I would argue is a spin-off of Donkey Kong.
Technically,
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
When he was just Jumpman.
Yeah, and then they were like, "This guy needs his own game."
That's gonna be a star. Look at that mustache.
Look at that
Irresistible.
mustache.
Yeah.
This is video game gold.
Kids love plumbers.
It's true. 80s children love
When he was a
plumbers.
bad guy, yeah.
They love plumbers and villains.
Yeah. Plumbing villains.
Yeah, Donkey Kong Jr., yeah, that's where he was the bad guy. Because where then
yes.
you're. And then it made me think, are there really bad guys in games? Because really, it's just a matter of perspective. Which one are you
Yeah.
playing as?
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Very deep.
Yeah.
Just like real life, James.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
all a matter of perspective.
Wow.
That was super deep.
Wow, bro. Wow.
Wow, bro. Damn, man.
Man, I blew my
So
mind,
cool.
dude. Pass it around, bro.
Yeah.
There's also, let's see, what else?
Oh yeah, crossovers. Are there any other kind of like
I'm trying to think of any
Oh,
major.
Mario Karts, obviously.
Sure.
Looking at
Mario's like he gets around.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he's in a lot of games at post the success of Mario, where they're like, oh, and Mario's there.
Yeah.
We'll throw some Mario in. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Just stick a little Mario in.
Listen, we've had a lot of luck with plumbers, so
Stick with it. Stick with the plumber plan.
On this day in science, we're making science history by interviewing Zephyr Momfrey, the first astronaut officially selected for the Mars 1 mission. Zephyr, what made you want to go all the way to Mars?
Well, when you're from a horrible, desolate wasteland, you'll do anything to escape. I just wanted to get as far away as I could from my hometown.
Oh my, where are you from?
Ohio.
Ohio?
Yes, Ohio produces more astronauts than any other state. It's difficult to say an exact percentage of astronauts who are from Ohio, but I can certainly say that 100% of the people who live there want to get as far away as possible.
Well, I'm sure that can't be true.
Oh, it's entirely accurate, Mary. If anything, I'm being kind to my home state. If someone invented something that would allow me to go to another dimension, one where Ohio doesn't even exist, in a heartbeat, like hands in the air, this guy, pick me. Both hands.
I'm sure Ohio must have some redeeming qualities.
Like what? The world's largest rubber stamp? The place where the last known passenger pigeon died? The Troll Doll Museum?
That can't be a thing.
It is, Mary. It is, and it's called the Troll Hole, and people think it's something filthy.
Okay, well, very interesting. Best of luck in space, Zephyr. I'm Mary Tyler Most. This has been This Day in Science.
You guys played that Flash game? It was from a long time ago. It was like some Flash game. It was called Super Mario Crossover, and it was basically like the sprites from games is like mashed in with the scenery of other games. So you could play as like, Simon Belmont in the Mario's
Like stage
land.
one.
That's
looking,
awesome.
Yeah.
Like whipping
So
the
cool.
Goombas.
Yeah,
and stuff.
exactly.
Very cool.
That's super rad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know if it's still up. Oh, one of the best ones. A Bobo's.
I was just about to say that because I saw your episode on that.
Yeah.
A Bobo's like adventure or like wild ride or something stupid
What's
like
this?
that.
Yeah, I have no idea
So
what
a
this
Bobo,
is.
you guys play
amazing.
Double Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
The big guy, like the big
Yes.
strong
Yes.
one. So it's a game where you're him as the lead. And you're trying to save your son. Or, and it has literally every like sprite from every game in it. It's quite astonishing. It's kind of amazing.
Yeah, and it's like done really well. Like the controls, there's nothing clunky about it. It feels right. It's also like insanely gory and like really funny and over the top.
Silly, really silly.
And it has the best ending to any game I've ever seen in my life. There's this credit scroll that goes on for so long, and it shows like the faces of all the characters, and then people come up that weren't even in the game, like Clark Griswold from National.
And it's just a little line out drawing of Chevy Chase going up the screen like for no reason.
There's a cutscene when you beat the final boss. It goes into a cutscene where you like uppercut his head off of his body, and then it like the head flies into the air, and I forget what happens, but it goes on and on and on.
It just keeps going and going. There's like 5 or 6 levels. So there's a Contra level where you can actually put in the code and get free like 30 lives.
Nice.
Like,
The Konami code?
Yeah, the Konami code.
Nice.
Yeah, it's highly recommended. I think it's like it's either like a Steam game or it's on maybe it was a Flash site. I forget how to play it, but look for a Bobo's Big Adventure. I think is the title. Yeah,
I think I'd also count Tony Hawk 3. You could unlock like Wolverine
Darth Maul.
and Darth Maul.
Yeah.
That counts, sure.
We can
That's a
count that.
spinoff.
We can count that.
Yeah.
Bam Margera. Gotta get that Bam Margera game. You know what I'm saying? That's
Kingdom
solo.
Hearts. Kingdom Hearts. I'm completely. I just played that game. Kingdom Hearts is it's the Final Fantasy characters and all of the Disney characters crossed over.
Yes, I remember seeing the.
So you're playing as this Final Fantasy-esque guy named Sora, and then your 2 teammates are Goofy and Donald, who are like wizards in this world, and you're going to look for Mickey, who's like a master Keyblade master, and it's a whole thing.
Tell me more.
Dude, I was about to say, Shawn, I could listen to you describe this game for hours.
There's this guy named Xenohort who cloned himself.
Save it for the podcast. Save it for the next one.
it's funny as
Podcast.
Yeah, it's a spin-off podcast.
It's funny. I just did a video on that, and I still don't know shit about those games.
It's very confusing lore. It really is.
Oh, the Final Fantasy ones?
Or
the Kingdom Hearts?
The
Just in general.
lore is so weird. fun. Like the fun part of those games is you get to go to like Hercules, you know, and it's like you're in that cartoon when you're on that world, and then you go to
good and everything.
it looks amazing. It looks just like the cartoon, and that's the fun part. And then all of the other story is like nonsense garbage,
just
like
nonsense garbage.
No, like literally, like Xenohort cloned himself 12 times, and everyone has a heart, and inside your heart there are nobodies, and there are,
and they're split into 12.
Yeah, seven, and then he split himself into 7, and it's a whole.
Those 12
thing.
become 7. Do the math. Here, let me show you. Get the whiteboard, explaining the plot.
Prime Numbers, the video game. I don't know if those are prime numbers actually.
Yeah,
12 and 7. Anyone know? Yeah, all right.
7.
no, 7 definitely is. Yeah.
Sweet.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Score.
Got through it.
Do you ever spend like, as we were talking about before, we went down to your place and like saw the whole set, and I to me it was like walking into like my like childhood fantasy of what a video game place would be like. I mean, it was just walls and walls of video games, and then to find out that there was also another like a basement that was full of like another room that was like full of videotapes and everything, like your own little rental store. I was like, oh my God, I would never get anything done.
I know. I
You have a pretty sweet setup. Yeah.
Cool,
The question is, do you ever like, are you ever like, you know what? It's Friday afternoon. Honey, I'll be back on Sunday. I'm going downstairs. Send the kids down if you want.
Just grab a 6-pack of beers and a jar of like pickles. I'll see you Sunday.
Now it's mostly like whenever I get a chance, I'm playing with the kids. Like I'll introduce her to all like games and stuff and see what what she likes, and like for some reason she finds Spy Hunter hilarious, like things like that. Like
I found Spy Hunter pretty hilarious myself.
So like a lot of times it'll be like a cool like daddy daughter time, and like playing the games.
This is Jekyll and Hyde.
Like, often, when you get to when can I play video games with you? It's like, well, when I get done work. It's like, oh yeah, but what were you doing at work all day? Playing video games.
How often do you watch something you own on VHS versus just stream it?
Oh, very rare. Unfortunately, I mean, I'm like the physical media guy, but even then, it's so much more convenient to stream
and
it.
The quality's better.
It's really hard to argue with VHS.
But sometimes you can't find. Sometimes you can't find Johnny Dangerously. Like I had a really hard time. I was like, I really wish I had the VHS right now.
But it's not like it's not
you're farting at ice holes.
It's not like records where you can go back to like the old tech. Like records still hold. Like you go back to that old medium and you're like, there's something different about the sound and it's deeper and the quality is better. Like VHS, you go back and you're like, well, this looks like fucking
looks
garbage.
like fucking shit.
How did we do this?
How did we accept this?
We lived like savages.
Even
just like flinging shit at each other and watching VHS tapes.
Because even stuff that's digitized, like I've been watching Cheers reruns on Netflix, and like it looks crappy. I'm like, this looks horrible. Like I can barely.
I think it's all the HD stuff that kind of like
spoiled us.
It spoils your eyes.
Yeah. Are you glad that there's like Blu-ray updates of Home Alone and that kind of shit? Like,
no, I don't really occupy my thoughts. To be honest,
would you
just only when I'm on the can?
Man, I wish.
I was just thinking. I wonder if they have My Girl on Blu-ray. Do it all the time.
You're like, nope.
Pinch one out. So no, the answer is no. I don't think about that.
It's fair.
Although I wonder. I mean. Wonder like how it would look like in compared to what's in my memory from watching it and so forth.
Right.
See if there's any blemishes.
Yeah, I don't know
blemished.
I don't know if that movie's ever gotten like a proper transfer. Like I know it's in HD. Like you watch it in HD, but I don't know if it got like a proper transfer. Because like sometimes they'll take old film and they'll like Blu-ray them up and like the Transformers cartoon they did that
digitally clean them up, maybe add a few characters.
Yeah, exactly. They just look it up a little bit.
they bad characters to Home Alone.
Look like Skeletor.
Exactly. Hey, remember that friendly bird that was in every scene?
Look, replace Trump. Or replace every character with Trump.
Replace Trump with like Boba Fett or like
exactly.
No, with that shitty full view of Jabba the Hutt, the one that moves.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Jabba the Hutt.
He's like all weird looking. Max steps on his tail.
Where's the lobby?
And are there other? I don't know if there's other crossovers. Video games are
I'm
weird.
sure there's plenty of them. There's always like little cameos here and there, especially in like the later like Nintendo and then Super Nintendo. Like they would sneak like Streets of Rage, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Because it has like Chun-Li in the background. Like, there's like little things like that, like little cameos.
Actually, the Neo Geo games tend to do that. There's some kind of, I mean, I off the top of my head, I'm not going to say it right, but like SNK has like the Fatal Fury games, and then they appear in like other fighting games, and there's kind of like this whole universe of these fighter characters.
It's a shared universe.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, Neo Geo didn't have a lot going for it, so they were like, all our characters share a universe. No,
Their games are always pretty, and they had good I think
were
like
pretty.
like flying shooters. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
That was about that.
There was a driving game for Sega, I think, that had like a Sonic the Hedgehog rearview mirror like decoration on it.
Oh,
that would
okay.
like spin around while you were driving.
It was just dangling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all just like little cameos.
Just little like
little cameos.
Yeah, look closely, you'll find it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about video game movies? What's your favorite video game movie? Like adaptation from a video game to a film.
Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, Super Mario Bros. There's Double Dragon.
Not really.
Shout out to Alyssa Milano.
Sure.
Yeah, Double Dragon.
Yeah.
Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Shout out to Alyssa Milano only for Double Dragon.
Only for Double Dragon.
Best work.
Reach out to me. You should be on the show. We'll just talk Double Dragon.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat ones?
I think Mortal Kombat was my favorite at the time. I think after seeing the Super Mario Bros. Movie and how it didn't really represent the game, I was kind of like, okay, well this. I mean, at the time, I didn't complain because I didn't have anything to compare. So I was like, well, that's what it would look like if you made a movie, if you visualize Super Mario Brothers as
and you put Dennis Hopper in it. Well, that's what that would look like.
James's honest reaction was, I guess that's the best they could do.
Exactly.
Well,
I guess
listen,
so.
credit.
And then when I saw Mortal Kombat, I was like, oh fuck yes, this is just like the game. It's like they're
It's all about that
fighting
song too.
Yeah, the song. And, the commercials. The kid. Well, that was for the game, but the kid screams Mortal Kombat out on the streets. And everybody comes running.
And then they ruined it with a sequel.
What do you think?
Yeah, they really screwed the pooch on that.
Which is a hilarious sequel. I finally saw it and was like, I was expecting it to be boring. Like everybody just said, "Oh, it's terrible. Stay away from it." I watched and was like, "Oh my god, it's actually like really funny." So I was glad that it was like entertaining bad. It wasn't like boring bad. Yeah,
exactly, like a slog of
Yeah.
Unlike Super Mario Brothers, or frankly Double Dragon, which was
Double
not
Dragon,
a good movie. Like, shout out to Melissa Milano. But
Did anyone see the Doom movie?
With
The Rock?
Yeah, I did.
I'm the only one who hasn't seen it.
No, I didn't see it either.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't remember much from it, but
that's what it seems like to me. Like I forget half the movie by the next day.
Yeah.
There's just a first-person shooter part at the end, right?
there is a
It's
first-person
supposed to be
shooter
pretty,
part, which was
deep.
that was cool. Yeah.
Years later they did that. What was that? Fighting Henry or
Hardcore Henry.
Hardcore Henry movie. That movie suffered from no plot, but like visually it was awesome.
Stunning, yeah.
Doom, like they at least had like a decent plot, and if they had just done the whole movie in that first person, oh my god, it would have killed. It would have, especially for at the time. I don't think they had the technology to pull it off for more than the 10 minutes that it happened.
Parkour hadn't been invented yet.
Yes, I was saying that parkour hadn't been invented, so they couldn't do it. it.
He just couldn't do it.
Did Street Fighter come before Mortal Kombat? Or
Yeah,
was
it did.
Game or movie?
The movie.
The movie, yeah.
Yeah, the movie.
A little
The
bit.
game
They were
also.
close.
Super Mario
Yeah.
Brothers was first.
Yeah.
And then Street
Fighter was December of '94. Mortal Kombat was August of '95.
There you go.
Yeah, there you
They
go.
were like, well, they had success.
I just know that. I just know that off the top of my head. Definitely did not look that up. It's just
not
like
look it up.
I always really want to have that kind of knowledge on the tip of my brain.
Yeah.
Just throw it out there.
Do you
So
remember
I quiz
Wing-
myself every day.
Do you remember Wing Commander?
Yeah, I do.
They made a movie of that.
Oh, yeah.
They made it, but it had none of the
Freddie
cool
Prinze
parts in it.
Jr.
really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Matthew Lillard. Saffron Burrows.
That's
Yuri
right.
Checchiow.
Why didn't
Jürgen Prochnow.
Folks, he actually does know this entire.
No,
Yeah, this one he's not looking
I
at.
am not looking
He's
that
not
up.
looking anything up.
I
He's
am
got
not
it
looking that up.
right at the tip of his.
Honestly, that is the tip of my freaking tongue.
I just remember that movie had no alien characters, and I was like,
No,
well, I'm not seeing this shit.
No, you see them at near the end, and they're just like really bad cat people.
Yeah.
But
bad.
but furless. And not pleasant to look at in the kind of that irks me. It's kind of just like oh god, I hope somebody got fired for this.
I hope somebody got fired. And they had Mark Hamill and Malcolm McDowell in the game. And
Wilson, Tom Wilson.
He's in it too?
He's
Wow.
he plays the Matthew Lillard part in the game.
No. Poor Tom Wilson.
Yeah.
sucks.
Oh, then there's I guess if you really want to go back with video games based on movies, I mean, there's Tron, but that was kind of like where they made
It was
together.
the other way around.
Then
okay.
they made the game after the movie came out. I think,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna throw out a question for you guys. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I actually did look this up.
Okay.
Okay, what is the highest rated video game movie adaptation on Rotten Tomatoes? What would you think it would be?
Okay.
The last Lara Croft movie.
I would need a hint. Is it old or new?
It's on the newer side.
Newer side.
Yeah.
Okay. There's very little chance I'd know it, so I'm gonna just go
Probably
with
less me.
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. Rampage.
Oh wow!
With The Rock. At
Shit, I forgot about
53%.
Rampage.
That's the highest adaptations ever gotten.
Wow.
Second place is Tomb Raider.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah.
Rampage had better reviews than Tomb Raider.
Wow. I mean, it was a fun movie, so I
Rampage?
give it that, but wasn't good.
Wasn't for
The
me.
Uwe Boll movies are all 4%.
Well, that's what I was going to
7%.
bring up. He did Blood Rain,
Postal,
which I remember.
and then
I
he
loved
did
that
the
game,
game.
but the movie was terrible. Postal. He did
House of the Dead.
House of the Dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of them that I haven't seen because I was just like, okay, well,
Yeah, I'm good.
I think I'm all right.
A lot of times we do movies with the same title. Well, we used to do this where we were like, hey, we're going to do a full length commentary of House of the Dead. But it's House of the Dead from the 60s or 70s. It's an unrelated film. So we did it, and then it was just we just didn't even address it whatsoever. This is House of the Dead. And
There it is.
yeah.
Okay, what is the highest earning video game adaptation of all time? I'll give you guys throw out some guesses.
I'm going to guess Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that would be my guess too.
You got one, Shawn?
I don't know. I might. Rampage.
You're close. It's number 2. It's Warcraft.
Wow.
All right.
Warcraft made $433 million.
Oh, those suckers. That were like, finally, the game has come to life. No.
Finally, something to immerse myself in.
Are you you're not a, are you a Warcraft guy? Are you a,
I don't know jack
MMO,
shit about it.
PRG,
I mean, I'd
RPG?
like to, but I don't have time for those really big involved games.
No.
Yeah.
Skyrim?
No.
No, huh?
Yeah.
What's the most modern game that you've kind of gotten into in the I don't know.
Cuber.
Oh, okay. Well, if you call it modern, Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Sure.
Which one is that? Which system is that one? Is that Wii U?
Well, it was on both Wii U and Switch, and I actually never got a Switch yet.
I haven't got a Switch yet.
Yeah, and then, the only reason why is because I looked at the graphics, the comparison of Breath of the Wild on both, Wii U and Switch, they're the exact same thing.
Yeah,
so I'm like,
yeah.
I'm just going to keep it on the Wii U because I don't need the portability.
It's not about bits anymore.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now it's just about how many HDMI ports are on my receiver. I'm like, now I got to hook up another console. Like, no.
Get like another splitter. Exactly. Splitters.
Yeah.
The games start looking 8-bit again because they're split so many times.
Just pixels.
You're like, man, the new GTA looks horrible.
Yeah, but you remember when game consoles? I mean, I guess it's mostly, I guess, with Nintendo, they don't really update the graphics. But do you remember when like Nintendo, the original NES came out, and then Super Nintendo came out, and you're like, wow, that looks so much better. And then there's Nintendo 64.
There was always a
and then-
leap. Yeah.
Yeah, now it doesn't seem like there's these leaps anymore. Now it's kind of just like it looks kind of the same.
Yeah, because they're all
it's-
pretty powerful machines. That's the thing.
I mean, the leap from PS3 to PS4 was pretty significant, though.
Okay, yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
like it was
The
a pretty
Sony side.
significant on the Sony side.
Yeah.
Xbox. I mean, Xbox also. I guess the one was like
I've been playing Mass Effect 2 again lately. And I was like, oh, this is actually not as crisp as I remember it.
Right.
Looking at,
Yeah.
Like,
When you
say
start to
play,
go
like, Knights of
back.
the Old Republic or something like that. I go, and it's like, oh wow, actually, this is the animation's like, the mouth animation's terrible. Like,
Yep. Yeah, it's a little blockier.
Yeah,
The
more
depths of field also got a lot better in the most recent iterations of all the
They
systems.
get better about like eyes and hair.
Yeah, I don't know. Wow, man, what else? What other movies? So many.
I mean, there's all the Resident Evils.
Yeah.
There's a zillion of those.
Law of Diminishing
I'm
Returns.
kind of interested to hear, are there any like video games that you'd like to see become movies?
Oh, that's a good one.
It's been so long now. It's like
You can use old games here too.
Okay,
Like,
exactly.
Draw on something from like 86 if you want.
Do like a Lord of the Rings, like Game of Thrones esque like production, like worthy of Zelda.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'd love to
So
see
kind of
that.
like Lord of the Rings
Yeah.
kind of like
Netflix
tale.
series,
The only
please.
thing is, I would
Or
have wanted
that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because you'd have like each castle or each
Game of Thrones budget, style, but on Netflix, just like
Yeah.
sprawling, streaming.
Because see, what's funny is I would.
Beauty.
I mean, I would love that,
So good.
but I'd rather have it be more lower key, like Willow or something that looks like it was made in the '80s when the games
yeah,
were
yeah,
like,
yeah. Interesting.
More kind of conventional effects. Like
exactly. Like it almost like if a Zelda movie was made right when the first game came out.
Yeah,
that would be,
Yeah.
But now with so many Zelda games, there's going to be too much debate on like which plot.
one they're going to do. Yeah, they would
Yeah.
do. Well, you can set up a series. They got franchise.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah.
Yep.
Because they are all kind of independent of each other. Like the timeline.
Yeah.
You have a video about the timeline.
The timeline is completely messed up.
Just totally fucked up.
Yeah, I really like that video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you start putting them in place like slowly, and then by the end it's like, okay, everything's just fucked.
Yeah.
So do you don't have I've for my whole life I've wanted to see them make a movie of this.
Of Castlevania, actually. Yeah.
Oh, have you been
yeah.
watching the Netflix series?
I did.
It's-
yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But it wasn't what I would have wanted exactly, but it is cool. Like,
What's your pitch for
my
Castlevania
pitch?
movie?
I mean, I'd want to see, because it's just personal taste. There's nothing with, like, I'm not going for what's going to be popular, but just what I would like.
What
to
would you
see.
like to see?
Yeah, I'd want to see it more Hammer style, like more like, more gothic, live action. I like live action
Yeah, yeah.
Castlevania. And I always had this, like, I wish they could have got, I mean, it would be a long shot anyway, but Christopher Lee, when he was alive, they would have got him as Dracula, just for like at least
That's
one
kinda
scene.
cool.
Yeah, and I always had this opening scene envisioned in my head, which is kind of like the opening of Symphony of the Night, except it would be like with Simon Belmont, not Richter, defeating Dracula in the beginning. But it opens with this big action scene, and then the title comes up, and it just says Castle fucking Vania.
After you just whip the shit out of it. Who would you cast as Simon Belmont?
Oh boy, that's tough.
Young Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A young Jodie Foster.
Young Dolph Lundgren.
That's a good one. Who would
Somebody British? I think
what's
he
interesting-
like.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Someone like
Whenever I think of Simon Belmont in my head, though, I only see the Simon Belmont from the old
Captain N
Captain
cartoon?
N
Me
series.
too.
Oh my god, that was terrible.
So I always I'm like, who would be that like weird have that
These
weird
long hair,
flamboyance?
but also no, like I'm thinking like long hair, like
Yeah.
whip man. Like,
Gruff.
looks like Conan but with a whip.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty much what the sprite looks like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, did you see that
Jason
trailer?
Too big.
Somebody
Scale
made
back.
a,
Too famous? Or? You're like, he'll never do it. Next.
Colin Firth. Meryl Streep can do anything.
Hello, and welcome to Meditation Minute. I'm your guide, Louis Prada. Consider me the valiant knight who will slay the mighty dragon of your anxiety. Let's begin. I want you to close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Normally, I'd want you to remain mindful of yourself and your surroundings, but not today. Today, I want you to get lost in your mind, in your breathing, in your spirit. Make the world fall away further with each breath. You're probably so deep in your own head by now that you can't even hear me. I'm basically talking to myself as you ride a wave of meditative bliss. I could probably even get some things off my chest. Like, I don't remember my wife's birthday, but I do remember every line of dialogue from Batman Forever. I like candy canes because they're the only food that's socially acceptable to eat after it's been sitting in a closet for a year. I'm sorry, but I don't believe throwing coins in a fountain can make a wish come true, unless that wish is to find a fountain filled with free money. I must admit that I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth. My mom had some weird kinks. I like telling people I'm back to my college weight, especially if they don't know I was 200 pounds heavier then. Oof, that feels good to get off my chest. Hope you didn't hear any of that. Any of what? Don't you worry about it. I hope this guided meditation has brought you the serenity you seek. My name is Louis Prada, and this has been Meditation Minute. Namaste.
on YouTube, somebody cut together this trailer of Contra starring Schwarzenegger and Stallone.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
sold.
I would watch that all day. but again, I think you're onto something. Made like it was made the same year as The Predator was shot. Like just shot like
Gradius.
Yep.
Trying to attach a story to Gradius.
Pac-Man, Space Invaders.
Exactly. My buddy Adam always wanted to write a script called he just would always write it down. He'd go Pac-Man Origins. And that was like he was as if he was typing a script, and then so it's like, I wonder what Pac-Man's it's a prequel. It's like a Wolverine, Wolverine Origins. It's Pac-Man, or you get to see him raised as a baby Pac-Man, going to school, getting picked on by all the other Pac-Men.
That's amazing. I also wanted to write a Pac-Man movie. Yeah. I somewhere I have handwritten 4 pages of the opening of the Pac-Man movie, which in my head started on a bird's eye view, like the game where you're looking top down, but then you would slowly push in until Pac-Man's head became the yellow helmet of someone on a motorcycle, being chased by this equally colored helmeted, other motorcycles that were the ghosts. And then that was as far as I got, and I was like, I don't know what this fucking shit is.
What's he running from?
It doesn't matter.
Exactly, like a Mad Max.
Anyway, I'm waiting in Hollywood if you want to call me up. 845 Easy Hoax.
Leave a voicemail if you want Shawn to pitch his full Pac-Man.
My shitty Pac-Man. My gritty Pac-Man.
That's what it's going to be called, Shitty Pac-Man.
Shitty gritty Pac-Man. Coming soon.
Pong the movie.
From the makers of Castle Fucking
That's what I've been waiting for. Pong the movie.
Dude, Pong the movie. Imagine a poster. The poster, imagine a billboard just black with a white dot.
And just Pong.
And the tagline is, you didn't...
Directed by J.J. Abrams.
The tagline is, you didn't think Pong needed guns.
Wow.
This summer.
Pong.
Get ready to get
movie.
Get ready to get ponged.
This summer, paddle up for Pong.
Paddle up.
Sorry.
Anyone see the Assassin's Creed movie?
No.
No, yeah, I know. Honestly, it's one of those ones I forgot that
Yes.
I saw. Until I saw it on the list, and I was like, oh yeah, like that. That exists.
It's remarkable to me how they could fuck that movie up. Though.
I know it's all there.
All there.
And you have Fassbender too. Looking, yeah, you got some, but yeah, no, it was not memorable. Nor enthralling.
No, I heard it was like fine.
Not even funny. Like,
I
it
heard
was
that just
fine.
like fine.
I forgot about it like the next day, kind of thing. Like, yeah,
Cohen actually was like, I saw it. It was like, it was all right.
It's
fine.
like, it's proper like airplane viewing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like just something to kind of like zone out and
Like the
junk
Meg.
food for your brain.
Yeah, like the Meg, exactly.
The quintessential airplane
viewing.
Let's see what we got. Oh, we were talking about this earlier. We were talking about the Pokemon movie.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Pikachu Detective.
Detective
thing.
Pikachu.
Yeah, that looks great.
All in.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm
it does look good, yeah.
I'm not even a big Pokemon person, but I was
So
like, that
ready.
looks, but it looks great.
I'm so ready for it.
Yeah, my daughter really liked the trailer too, so I might take her to see it.
Yeah,
I
perfect.
think it's like
Excuse.
PG.
Yeah.
It's probably like easy. Yeah, it's not an R.
It's an R.
Yeah. yeah.
NC-17.
Ryan Reynolds really went hard. Really brought some Deadpool to the proceedings. He's like, listen, kid, you're a fucking pussy. Get over here. It's me, Pikachu.
Stab.
Pika, Pika.
Punch, stab. I didn't realize there was a Sonic the Hedgehog game coming out. Or
There-
a movie.
yeah.
There is. Is
there a trailer or anything?
Nope, there is
Some
a
stills?
very controversial poster.
A controversial?
Yes.
Is it like
It's very-
it begins.
Did he whip out his dick or something?
No, so his legs look horrendous. And people are very upset because you just see his legs dangling off of what looks like the Golden Gate Bridge, but they're like weirdly human, but like also like muscly. Like he's always got like those thin little,
Yeah,
they're
those
like
stems.
weirdly muscly, and people are like, "Oh man, I'm very concerned
Oh,
to see what the
goodness.
full reveal of this looks like."
Huh.
It looks like they
Goodness.
went too far, like they over designed.
Well, it's like the Godzilla foot in '98. It was like that just looks like a T-Rex foot.
Yeah.
And then you see the rest of it, and you're like,
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
But that trailer was really great. I remember that. The one that
Oh,
guy was
Godzilla,
fishing,
yeah.
that whole thing. Like,
Yeah.
It got people fucking
A lot of
hyped for
promise.
that
It
movie.
It did. That was
Yeah.
a big the promotion to that was all great, but yeah. Anyway, with Sonic, like it's funny. I've heard very little about it, but I just know it's like people go nuts for Sonic. So when this comes out, I bet it's going to be
a bajillion.
It's probably going to beat. It might finally beat the.
Warcraft.
Yeah, exactly. I think.
A hedgehog can dream. You know?
Yeah. When will someone dethrone World of Warcraft?
Yeah. And then I bet we're going to get a bunch more because I hear Nintendo's finally making Mario as a movie again.
Animated, I heard.
Animated,
Animated
yeah.
like a proper,
Which is
seems
probably
like
the best way. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the best way
The
to do
best
it.
way.
Yeah.
I don't need to see that in live
Yeah,
action.
no, we should
yeah.
get Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito. Put some mustache on him. Put a
Well, you know
put a
what's
hat
funny
on,
is that
put- say,
now,
"Here you go." Yeah.
over the year, like
Shoot
time
some
is a.
fireballs.
Will you play Yoshi if we do this?
Yeah.
No, Andy Dick. Andy Dick's gonna be the Yoshi. I've already cast this in my head, guys. Don't
I'm gonna eat you.
Man.
His tongue shooting out.
The sequel to the original Mario movie, which actually they did as a comic, I heard. Like that's actually
Really?
the continuation because you know the original Mario movie, it was like ended on a cliffhanger.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Daisy comes back. Yeah.
Yeah. They followed it up in a comic, and it's like the official sequel to it and everything.
Oh, it's like it's canon. Like
Yeah, exactly. But what's funny is that original movie has a lot of love now because I think time is a filter, and then you start to the hype is gone, long gone, and then you start to it's like hey, that actually had some interesting things going for it. Like I didn't know the production designer from Blade Runner had anything to do with it. And it's like it has like a cool design and there's some creative stuff going on in it.
They really tried.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it's one of
don't
those things
believe
that-
that they were like, let's make a shit
that,
movie.
that one, it ages well in the same way I guess the Street Fighter movie kind of aged well.
Yeah.
Like, where it's kind of just like, it's like
Yeah.
when you're a kid or whatever, it's like it was just lame because it was kind of lame, but now you see how like kind of colorful it is and kind of just how really like goofy and like they were never going to do a serious like Street Fighter movie back in the 90s.
probably
Like,
not.
Now
would
the gritty. Like,
It wasn't for adults. It was really for
But
10-year-olds.
now would be a great time to do Street Fighter again. And I think if you I think you could pull that off now and have it be like PG-13ish, and it would actually be really, really good without being goofy.
Did you see the Mortal Kombat ones they did on like Machinima?
Those were amazing.
Those were awesome.
No, I didn't actually.
Oh, they're really, really cool.
You should look those up.
Yeah, they're
cool.
like 4 to 8 minutes long, and no, they're done with like seriousness, and it's like it looks great. And
cool.
It's fun, interesting kind of like backstories of everybody. It works. It works.
And
Oh,
like
nice.
a remix of the mythology in a really smart way, where like I think it's like someone like
Raiden is in a like mental institution. He gets like caught and like
Yep.
and
Oh,
he
really?
he doesn't have his powers.
and like Sonya's a private
okay.
detective, and she's investigating some shit that's going on, and like everyone starts to like kind of tie in together. It was really
Yeah, it's
really
cool.
well,
Yeah,
well
there's
played.
like eight episodes or something like that. I know it got picked up for like a series, or at least
then nothing
it got
happened.
signed for like development, and that
Yep.
was it. It just disappeared.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Yeah. Thanks, Obama.
It's true. That was one of his last acts before he left. He put sanctions on the
Put the
Russians, and then he
kibosh on
was
that.
like, "I fuck that movie."
Put the kibosh on that.
He was like, "The original
Mortal
will always
Kombat.
be my favorite."
It's funny how some of these movies are like they're so unique. Like you're never going to see another movie like the original Mario or the original Street Fighter the movie.
Yeah.
It's like they're just so strange, and there's just
So
like,
of their time.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Masters of the Universe movie always comes to mind when I think of Super
That
Mario
kind of
Brothers.
changes.
Yeah.
Where you're like, man, they're either not going to do it, or they're going to do
Yeah.
it completely right at this point in time, right? Where
Yeah.
because like they know now, like
Yeah.
adapt it and make it something that the fans can recognize, blah blah. But like there was this period of time where it was all such an unknown that like someone was. I just watched a documentary on the Masters of the Universe movie.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was really someone was literally like, yeah, look, the cartoon's cool. But wouldn't it be cooler if we put them all on Earth? And someone else was like,
Wouldn't it be
yeah, you're right.
cheaper?
Fuck that. That's going to be expensive. You're right. You know, as opposed to now I feel like someone would be, an executive would say like, no one's that. What is that?
We're not going to do that. We're not going to spend $200 million.
How is that He-Man?
And even if you tried to make that same exact movie again, you couldn't do it. It's just impossible.
The stars have to align just right.
Exactly,
Yeah. Get Franklin Jello
They're only
and
gonna
a
do
Skeletor
one.
mask or makeup, which actually looks great. It holds up.
He did
The
that
Skeletor?
because his children wanted him to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was there. He's in
Children
that,
screw you every time.
No, he's in that doc, and he's like, honestly, it's the movie I'm most proud of. He's like, I really, really am. He's like, I think it's like, I tried really hard.
You'd think
He's
it'd be
like,
Franz Nixon, but nope. Nope. No, it's that's
no.
the universe.
He's like, I tried really hard, and I liked what I did. It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
shame.
It's such a shame.
Yeah.
How'd Courtney Cox feel about that one?
They couldn't get her for the doc, so
Aw.
that tells you. So if that's any
So
indication,
yeah, Courtney Cox, come on the show. We'll talk about Master of the Universe.
that is the only thing we're talking about.
Yeah, that's it though. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not going to stray away from that subject matter.
No, just Masters.
Just Masters. That's all we want.
Yeah.
So we have a game that we play on this show. This here is a chess clock. We call it clock blockers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Whoop. I'm going to do it like that, I guess.
Okay.
All right. So it's just like so. If I hit this, your time goes,
Oh, okay.
and then you and you can start mine, and whoever So that's how the basic how the clocks work.
Okay.
Okay. So this game is we're gonna name as many things as we can within this like amount of time.
Oh,
Like the
okay.
broader the better. So you just do animals.
Oh, okay.
Or like like that kind of thing.
Yeah, categories.
Yeah. So we were thinking, just how about this? Games, video games from like the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis. That's it. Just games
okay.
from those three systems.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
you think you can do?
Just
No,
name,
go
just
for it. Yeah, I guess.
just
Yeah,
rattle
exactly.
off
Ready?
names.
All right.
Okay, and now
once
how do we-
once you say it, you hit it, and then once I say something back, I hit it, and we keep on hitting it.
Oh, okay.
You'll see. You'll see
All
how it
right.
feels,
This
yeah.
is a trial run. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So,
All right, so go ahead, start us off.
okay. Kid Chameleon.
Super
did I
Mario
work?
Brothers.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Super Mario Brothers 2.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Super Mario Brothers 3.
Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Dang it. Rampage.
Battletoads.
Castlevania.
Double Dragon.
Simon's Quest.
Double Dragon 2.
Double Dragon 3.
Super Double Dragon.
Oh my gosh. Pilot Wings.
Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past.
Super Mario World.
Super Metroid.
F-Zero.
Final Fight.
Did you ever see Street Fighter? Street Fighter.
No.
I don't think so. No.
Fighter's good.
Yeah, Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Actually, Street Fighter was good too. Mortal Kombat. Yeah, we were talking about some of these. Don't say Warcraft.
Clash at Demon Head.
Oh. The Adventures of Bayou Billy.
The Adventures of Gilligan's Island.
Oh, God.
There.
What I...
Mac has 53 seconds.
You have 53 seconds. Shut up. Donkey Kong.
49, 53.
I know, right? It kind of gets you.
Actraiser.
Gyromite.
Mac is in the lead.
Stack Up.
Ah, damn it.
There you go.
Mac keeps the
Did we
lead.
say Punch Out?
Nope.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Arkanoid.
Super Punch Out.
They're like neck and neck at about 38 seconds each. Mac just took the lead.
Karnov.
Ultra Beast.
Kung Fu.
The Karate Kid.
Home Alone.
Mac has about 10 seconds.
Popeye.
Barbie.
Yeah.
Let's just add that one.
James is at
Kid
18
Cool.
seconds.
Oh, he's
Mac is at 33 seconds.
Paperboy.
15, James.
Contra.
Super Contra. Super C, sorry.
Contra Force.
Oh, jingo. Castlevania 3? Castlevania 3.
Yep.
Because they said Simon's Quest. But yeah.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Super Metroid.
Just Metroid.
No, you already said Super
Damn it.
Metroid.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
Do I lose then or what?
No.
You
You
got
got
quickly,
okay.
quickly.
Time.
How no one said Mega Man
Oh,
is beyond
yeah,
me.
Do 9 of those.
Mega Man. Guys, yes, you could have just gone
Yeah.
just for Mega Man
Mega Man
1, 2, 3,
4,
Mega Man
6.
X, Mega Man
Yeah.
X, X, Y.
It's funny, like the contest is like, well, see how much you can loosen your brain.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like because you get locked up and you're like, well, what? Oh, God,
You're
shit.
just thinking fighting
yeah.
games. Like, it's like, oh, what fighting games do I know? It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
There's like a whole broad spectrum. Like,
Yeah.
We didn't do any of the Bible games.
You want to do games that start with super?
It's just like doing games that end in a 64.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's actually harder the more narrow the category. So like
Yeah.
games that in
No,
super.
sometimes the broad stuff, though, that's the thing. You get locked up. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I was
Yep.
like, wait a minute. Super Nintendo, Genesis. Well, that's going to be like a ton of games.
Yeah,
but
no,
then,
exactly.
then
We didn't do Altered Beast.
Yeah, then you're like,
Yeah.
why
No,
don't you
you got
games?
Altered
Why don't
Beast.
they think about
The
games?
Golden Axe is what I was thinking.
No Golden Axes, no Toe Jam and Earl.
No Toe Jam and
Yeah.
Earl, yeah.
I don't even
I was
think the
very
original
happy
Zelda.
with Kid Chameleon coming first. I was like,
yeah, he's a Kid Chameleon fan. He's always trying to get me to
Oh,
play
nice.
it.
Cool, yeah.
No Kid Icarus.
no Kid Icarus.
yeah.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Yeah. Duck Hunt. Like there's
Yeah,
these.
no,
There's like,
wow.
because first I was like, are we just going to go
track meet?
golf?
Just golf.
yeah.
Lou Carvello's putting challenge.
Psych bike, you know.
Paperboy.
I said
No,
Paperboy.
Paperboy
I got that.
was
I did.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
got
wasn't
that.
listening.
We did do like Back to the Future. We did do Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. There's like,
Pac-Man,
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh yeah.
NES game,
which also has a lot of
Notoriously
crossover.
Dick Tracy.
awesome. Well,
yeah.
sort of.
Sure. Man, that NES, I think your video of Roger Rabbit is the first time I actually got to see the ending of that game, and it made me really
really?
happy.
Yeah.
I had
Same.
never made it.
Might have been the first time I
thank
saw
God.
it. Yeah.
And you actually
I totally missed the worst thing about the video. I totally didn't know at the time. I wish I knew it. I could put it in the video. Was that number when you call Jessica Rabbit?
It's a sex line. isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the episode.
Get
Yeah.
out of here. Really?
Oh, I added it in, or I forget. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He's like, I wish I had done this. Max like, you did.
did.
You did episode
I'm
304.
familiar with your work.
Nerd alert over here.
Nerd.
Also, James
that's
is not
great.
taking pictures with you after this, Mac. I asked him. He said he doesn't have time.
He
He doesn't do autographs.
He's going to be very busy
No
immediately after
social.
this.
Yeah. Oh man.
What are we at?
so-
the
Yeah,
time?
we can do it.
Oh yeah, no, we got more time.
Yeah,
we got more time.
We got
Oh,
time.
Yeah.
We can do another round.
Oh yeah.
All
yeah.
right.
Yeah. Why don't you and Stu do one or something?
Okay, I'll do
right.
what with Stu.
All right.
Give us
Do
a
it.
category.
Okay.
Let's see. Fuck, I'm trying to think of like
Wait,
a
wait,
previous-
who wants to go first? You or
I
me?
don't care. You can go first.
Okay.
movie monsters, something like that. creatures.
Oh, it doesn't have to be games. It could be anything.
Any movie monsters. I could do that. You like just like creatures or monsters.
Any
creatures
monster, yeah.
monsters.
All right.
I'm gonna get destroyed in this.
So it basically has to be in a movie or a TV show, or
Yeah, sure.
okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Actually, how about we just do fictional creatures?
Oh, so you can go like Greek mythology or anything
that's
like
what I'm
that.
saying.
Okay.
that's even broader.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
make it nice and broad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fictional creatures.
Fictional creatures.
Sure. I'm still gonna stick to horror movies for a long time.
I
I
get
just
destroyed.
loaded 100 of them.
Loaded up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You go
All you
first.
gotta do, you gotta think of that.
Pumpkinhead,
Frankenstein.
Freddy Krueger,
Werewolf.
Jason,
Wolfman.
Mummy,
Dracula.
Frankenstein,
Ghosts. I said Frankenstein.
Too late. Yeah. Its clock's already running. Super Mario Brothers.
Koopa,
Heebie-jeebies. Jeepers. Sorry.
Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers.
Heebie-jeebies. CBGBs.
Shout out to that.
The Blob,
Alien from Aliens.
The Thing,
Predator.
Scary Terry,
Yeah. From Rick and Morty.
Fairies.
the Boogeyman,
Elves.
elves.
Yeah.
Mythical creatures.
Oh, okay.
Creatures.
Cerberus,
Goblins.
nymphs,
Ogres.
pixies,
All
Witches.
mermaids,
Terrible movie. Terrible. I mean, does not hold up.
The Wild Things from Where the Wild Things Are.
Mermaids.
Ursula,
Okay. Fair. The Beast from
Hades,
Hercules.
They're not
No,
creatures.
not a creature.
They're not creatures.
Fair. Give that back to me.
Uh-oh. Catching up.
Minotaur.
nice one. Harpies,
Queen of the Harpies.
Giants.
Cyclops,
Man, Bear, Pig.
They're both down to about 30
Triclops.
seconds. Triclops. I'll allow it. Uh-oh.
Satyr.
Skeletor.
Beastman.
God damn it! That's what, Evelyn.
Not a creature.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Ram Man. That's
Not a creature.
Not
yeah.
a creature.
Orko.
Yeah. He's a creature.
Skeletor.
I already said that.
Oh. God damn it. No, all I can think of is He-Man. No. Mossman.
You're still thinking He-Man.
Mossman.
Mossman.
Skunkor.
Best I can do.
Skunkor. Wow.
The Brood.
Stu's down to 10. Shawn down to 7.
Cujo.
Yeah.
It's not a creature. It's a dog.
Yeah. Go.
Manipulated. Okay, all right. The Meg.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Godzilla.
That's an ape.
Godzilla's not an ape. That's King Kong.
Sorry.
Godzilla's a creature.
Yes, he is
Godzilla's a
definitely a creature.
Yeah, sorry.
The only one that you might
It was
take
down
issue
to
with is
2.5
Cujo,
seconds.
but I would argue that Cujo was just a
Genetically
dog with
altered
rabies.
dog.
I mean, no, it's just a dog with rabies.
But a dog is a beast.
But is it like
In the
a
same way, yeah.
fictional creature, or is it like a
It's true.
You
It's
won
true.
anyway.
an animal?
That's true.
No, I want to make
That's true,
sure
'cause
you
he
didn't get
doesn't have a
screwed.
supernatural thing. Like, no.
Just rabies.
Yeah, just the ribs. just the old ribs.
Everyone just thinks Stephen King is always like ghosts and goblins, but like sometimes he's like
It. I should have said
sometimes he's like,
it.
you know what's scary? Rabies.
Flashbacks, psychic powers,
And getting hit by
rabies.
trucks. That's all his later stuff is always guys getting hit by. It really is. It's always guys getting hit by cars, and you're like, oh, that man is haunted. What happened to him? Interesting.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that did happen to him. Yeah.
Yeah, and like multiple of his books and short stories are the protagonist gets hit by a car, or gets hit by a truck, and you're like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
he went through it.
Oh, yeah. I keep remembering it because he keeps on reminding me of it.
It's so weird. I like consider myself a fan of Stephen King, having read none of his books all the way through. It's because every
Really?
time, because they're all like phone books, and there's so much detail.
They're
like
really
this,
dense, yeah.
Yeah, it just describes like the street and the town, and like there's so much going into it. I've just never had the time to get through. I think I read like half of it. I almost finished Salem's Lot.
What do you mean almost finished? Like how like did you stop like 2 pages before the end and you're like, nope, I'm not doing that. I got to keep my streak alive.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, right?
I'll
like
see
that.
the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'll just see the movie.
Yeah, because I've seen so many of his movies. I'm always like, all right, well, let me see what the book is like. And yeah, I mean, I just like then I get busy and then I don't get a chance to go back to it, and then I forget about it. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like halfway through Salem's Lot. Let me try to finish that up. And then I get busy doing something else, and then I
never get around to it.
Never get around to it.
We
Yeah,
get it, dude. You're busy. Fine. Congratulations. Okay.
Has there ever been a Stephen King based video game? Has any of those properties?
Oh yeah.
I can't.
Carrie would be really hilarious.
yeah, you play as Carrie. Yeah.
I'm waiting for Misery to come out for PS4.
The game opens up with you getting your period for the first time. Like,
Throw tampons at you. You have to block them.
Would you be the writer guy? You try to get
You're
like
the writer
escape
guy and you're
like
just trying to get out of the house.
and you can't walk or anything, and like
Honestly,
stuck in a bed the whole time.
Yeah, like in a Five Nights at Freddy's kind of style, that could actually work.
Kathy Bates is popping up through the window.
Yeah.
I think it would be like one player plays as Kathy Bates, and the other one would be the writer guy.
Yeah,
and basically like you try to like keep him in the house, and then because they make all kinds of ridiculous games now. So it's like
I collect all the typewriter keys.
Yeah.
The Friday the 13th game, they let you control. You can control the campers, and one person can be Jason.
Yeah. Oh, really?
And so you run around the campgrounds, and like someone is Jason.
The new one?
The new one.
Yeah,
it's like
cool.
multiplayer online, and like someone is Jason stalking and taking you all down, and like you all have to work together to set like traps and shit.
Yeah,
So
it's good.
really
Yeah.
cool.
It's some Left 4 Dead like game where you can actually play as the zombies. Like,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's real good.
Yeah. It's.
It looks good. I've seen some of the like just footage of it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. I don't guess there hasn't been a Stephen King game.
Yeah, not that I can think, unless there's one that's so on the nose that we just didn't.
We're not thinking of. I mean,
The Shining.
What would that be like?
Just walking around with an axe,
and then all the mini games, you have to ride the tricycle down the hallways.
Oh yeah.
Try to avoid the twins.
Yeah, exactly. You're Danny all of a sudden. You're like, boop, bloop, boop.
Yeah.
You and I both pictured the same 8-bit. Like, yeah.
They still got the design of the carpet though.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Bonus level. Dodge
You go to the bar
blood.
and like
Go to the
beer,
bar.
and then like the more alcohol you get in you, then it's like you start getting loaded, and then it's like,
You see more ghosts. But you need the alcohol to survive. That's how you like get
That's
through
the
the game.
trade-off.
Yeah.
Oh, the maze at the end, that would be
Yeah.
pretty,
Yeah.
Oh, this is fun.
That's the last
You can play
level.
either way. You can play either way. Like, you
into
could also
this.
be running away too from the axe murderer.
Yes. Yes.
Or you
No.
can spend all your time typing, all work and no play, make Jack and
It's a couples game.
It's a couples game. It's a couples game. Yeah.
I like that people are like, the game's fun, but like there is like a 12-hour span where you just have to type all work, no play, make Jack a dull boy over and over
It kind
again.
of reminds me of that Desert Bus
Desert
game.
Bus,
Yeah.
the Penn and Teller one.
They took it too far.
Yeah.
Desert Bus is one where like it's you're literally driving from like I don't know, it's like Phoenix to like I don't know, like Vegas or something like that, and you're just driving down a straight road in the middle of the desert from behind the wheel of a bus.
Why?
Because that's all it is, and actually it's done in real time, so it actually takes like about 6 or 8 hours to do it.
Does anything
And
happen
also,
along the way?
Virtually nothing. Occasionally a rock. And the thing is that the way the game works is that like your bus constantly kind of pushing to the right a little bit, so you have to pay attention and adjust every once in a while.
And you can't just
put it
hold.
on.
You can't just put like a rock on your controller and walk away.
Because if you do that,
You
it'll
have
swerve,
to-
off,
you
and then
have to
and
adjust.
it punishes you by making it take even more time. Because then you're like,
Because you have to wait for a tow truck.
and Penn and Teller had a
all in
contest
real time.
for like who could win the game, and basically like I forget what it is, but there was like some like really lousy contest with a really lousy prize if you actually make it to the end, and then you have to drive all the way back too.
Yeah, that's what happens when you drop off your payload. They're like, all right, now go back to Phoenix. Like,
Yeah, and then they made a new one, a virtual reality one recently.
They're great.
Yeah.
Those guys are great.
They're so funny. Yeah.
They really are.
That reminds me
Yeah.
of the fishing in Zelda.
Oh
In
yeah,
Ocarina of Time.
yeah.
like,
Just fishing.
you're just like,
Just
wow, I'm
fishing.
trying to accomplish so much,
Yeah.
and now I've got to stop and fish for 4 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
That's been like a common complaint in a lot of open world games recently, where like there's so much going on, but then they're like, and you can do this on the side, and you're like, but why would I do that if like the
Red Dead
world is
Redemption,
ending?
like you can like skin animals. And
Yeah,
things.
but see, Red Dead, especially Red Dead 2,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking.
makes it. That game makes it a point. A major part of the plot of that game is like, hey man, you got nothing to do. Just go fishing, hang out, like
figure out a way to make some money.
There's some story stuff, but like, you know what you could do? Just walk around, hunt some animals. And you're like, I guess I could.
I guess I could skin. You know, I was just thinking I wanted to skin a fox.
I could do that in real life, though. What I can't do is have like a gun battle.
Yeah.
I'd love to have one of those.
That's why I was just get wrapped up doing the stupidest shit in those games because I'm like, any of the Grand Theft Auto games, all I end up doing is just wanting to just see how far I can shoot the car over like a ramp. Yeah.
Can I get this car to hit that helicopter?
Exactly. They should make a game that is like like Grand Theft Auto level, size and scope and graphics, but it's just like just do things with the weird physics in the game. That's the game.
Yeah.
The game is like, you want to see if you could like crash this car into the 3rd floor of that building? Like, good luck and try. Like, and that building will break. I think people would play
like
that.
a sandbox game where you're just messing around.
Just messing around,
Just like everyone is like being jerks to each other. Like it's like like this is where you vent. This is where I'm gonna fly a 747 into that bridge.
And the world is built for like, sure, if you want to crash a plane into a car, like go ahead, we built it so that car will explode.
But wasn't that kind of what Excite Bike was? Like you could like build your own tracks and like make your own race courses. And,
well, this one's a little more extensive, I think.
All right, all right. So you're taking it out of the 8-bit world and putting it into today.
I'm pitching that they should make Excite Bike.
That's the pitch.
Man, that's the pitch.
Well, my daughter loves that too. Like she loves the design your course part because they'd be like, all right, I'm gonna go like hide my eyes, and then you make me a course, and then she loves the idea of like. Because that it really appeals to a kid, the idea that you could design the part of the game and mess with the person and make it really difficult or something.
How old is she?
Oh, right now she's 5. She's going to be 6 pretty soon.
Oh, nice.
And the
you
younger,
got 2 girls, right?
Yeah, the little one is like, she's going to be 2 this summer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they're really cute.
Yeah.
I had the pleasure of meeting them.
Yeah.
Don't be jealous, guys.
Yeah, and then one day when they're older, then I'll be like, hey, you see this movie here? Yeah, look, you remember him? Like, like in the picture?
They're like, no, we were babies.
How did he get in here? Why is he in all these pictures of us sleeping?
Actually, it's funny. That already did happen, actually, now that I think about it. Because I was putting on the Nutcracker because, she likes ballet and stuff.
Oh, cool.
And, like, I put it on without even thinking of it. And then I was like, oh, wait, you remember that guy? You remember him? And she's like, huh? Like, looking at it. And then I showed her the picture again. And I was like she's like, oh, yeah.
That was only like 2 weeks. It's not like years later. That was like 2 weeks later. She's like, nope, don't remember him.
Yeah.
Didn't care.
Nope. Looks nothing like that person, really.
She's like, Dad, this is a child.
Yeah.
I met some weird
there you go.
man.
Weird adult.
I did explain that too. I was like, so this was a while ago. This is when he was a kid, so
just in case.
She just starts screaming like, he aged overnight.
No, you got so much younger.
That's what I mean. She's like freaking out. Like,
because you still look like yourself. You didn't age very much at all.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Which is
thank you.
Yep, look like a 10-year-old.
Yeah, which is funny. People
built like a 10-year-old.
Yeah. It's funny people say it to me too. I'm like no way. I aged a lot. But then I'll look at the videos and be like, oh, okay. So you've been keeping track of me for like 12 years or whatever it is. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that. I didn't change much in 12 years. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you look older, but like your face hasn't changed drastically from when we went to school. Like it's still the same.
But
now
now
you're wearing the same glasses.
Yeah.
But we'll take care of that. Stab, slash.
Yeah.
James Rolfe was rushed to the emergency room after a weird run-in with Macaulay Culkin.
For a minute, I thought you were talking about when you actually did rush me to the emergency
True,
room.
I did.
I guess
We
that
did
needs
once take you to the emergency room.
yeah, I guess that deserves a little quick explanation.
Sure, I kicked you in the head with a trash can and it split your eye open.
Yeah, by accident, yeah. But I do have a
By
scar.
accident.
The scar.
Yeah.
I actually forget which eye it is, but
Permanently scarred. I
can
think
you
it's
see
that
it?
side. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
you
very
can see the
light.
scar.
Yeah.
And for a while they
It's
called
not
me.
that visible.
Yeah,
No, you can see it actually.
Yeah,
You're
there's
like
a little
Harry
bit.
Potter.
Yeah, it was.
You're welcome.
You guys called me Scarface for a while.
Not only did we accidentally hurt him, then we were like, ha ha.
Now we've got a nickname for you.
No.
Because
we
of
have a
our
new name.
negligence.
No, but seriously, but no, these guys were. I think these guys were more concerned than I was. They were just like, "Oh my god, we got to take you to the emergency room."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "I'm all right, I'm all right." And it's like,
I was terrified.
oh yeah,
It was in college, and I was
kicked
like,
a trash
Yeah.
I made someone bleed. This was all fun. We were all like laughing and like joking around, and like I think I jokingly like put my foot in the trash can and was like, "Look at me, I'm a clown."
Yeah.
And he bent over and like, poof,
yeah. There was also a
was it.
strobe light going on when this happened. So yeah,
Wait, there was a strobe light going on?
yeah. I brought a strobe light, and we were like playing in this. We were like
I
dancing.
like we keep adding to this story.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No. It was a
Yeah.
trash can I kicked. Well, my foot was actually in the trash can.
there was a fog machine.
And there was a fog machine. We were on a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was good times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any stitches in there, or was that just?
Oh, there were
Oh,
stitches.
yeah.
Yeah.
so
yeah,
so we
were,
add that to it.
I
too.
got him good.
Oh yeah. No, it was like because when you get cut like on your like anywhere on your face where like the-
Splits.
Oh,
yeah, like
yeah.
your forehead because it's like right over my eyebrow and you know how like your eyebrow.
I've got one too. I
Oh,
know.
do you? Yeah.
I also
Like,
kicked Stu.
Oh, did
Sean
you
is
really?
vindictive.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
I kicked him with a roller skate.
Oh, for real?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, it was an ice skate. Spikes, really.
Yeah.
We used to call them. I call them cleats for fun, but really they're just nails.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's
Plastic shit.
I didn't kick so much as hit him in the face with a board with a nail sticking out of it.
While I was sleeping.
yeah, and it wasn't an accident so much as while he was asleep.
And I videotaped it. And it's online.
And I'm making money off it.
You can find it at bunnyyears.com.
Monetized.
And there were aliens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, thanks for coming on the show. We
Oh,
should
yeah.
do more of this. This is great.
Absolutely.
Great.
Yeah.
What do you got to plug? You want to do your socials?
Yeah, do some social, do whatever. Like, plug yourself, kid.
Sure,
Show
yeah.
business. Show business.
Yeah, show business. Yeah. Yeah. Well, my YouTube channel, look for Cinemassacre. The URL is youtube.com/James Nintendo Nerd. That is the official link.
that really?
But,
You
yeah,
never changed it?
We weren't able to change the URL,
Even
but
now,
'cause-
I don't believe that.
yeah, because it's so confusing. It's so
Get a
confusing.
Google
'cause-
key guy.
Yeah.
It's 2019.
I don't believe YouTube's like, nope,
No, we're just
don't know how to
we're just-
change it.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
just prepping
like,
for Y2K. That's all.
yeah, right? Yeah, that's so weird. Because we have another channel that has the URL, youtube.com/Cinemassacre, but it was made before that one took off. So if you put in Cinemassacre as the URL, it takes you to the secondary channel. So go to both if you want.
Yeah.
So whatever. Yeah. There you go.
What he
Probably
means to
one
say
of
is,
them.
yeah, just visit Cinemassacre, Google.
Yeah, I'm
Angry Video Game
Cinemassacre.
Nerd.
Yeah, on Twitter, I'm Cinemassacre. Yeah.
Yep. Are you on Instagram?
I do have an Instagram. Yeah, that would also.
that
Yeah,
also
they're all Cinemassacre.
Cinemassacre?
Yeah, that's right. Facebook Cinemassacre. Yeah,
Wide-
we do
wide
have
range.
a website, but it's not very updated. It's very out of date. Cinemassacre.com, but we will at some point revamp it.
I just visited
Trying to
today.
keep it-
I'm still on the front page.
You're still on the front
I'm
page.
still on the
You're
front
still-
page.
It's a
Congratulations.
GeoCities site.
Yeah, because like right around Christmas time, it was like, look, I cannot keep up updating this anymore. So I'm
Gotta
gonna
have a
do some.
guy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Stu, what are you?
I can be found at Suave Adventure at all Instagram, Twitter.
Because he's a suave adventurer.
Because I'm a Suave Adventurer.
Great. And Bunny Ears is online at Bunny Ears Web on Twitter, Bunny Ears Podcast on Instagram, and
Bunnyers.com.
Bunnyers.com. And Macaulay Culkin can be found at.
Oh, I'm at Incredible Culk
Yep.
on the Twitters and at Culkamania on the Instas.
That's true.
Yeah, and that's also we have a phone number. We'll probably play a song by now.
We will.
Cue this song.
We'll cue the song.
Yeah. All right.
Well, we got to do it now.
James Rolfe, thank you very much for joining us. Like I said, we got to do this again. Okay,
Absolutely.
Yeah. This is a lot of fun. We only scratched the surface.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Thanks a lot. Peace. Try not to eat too many dicks.
We're always getting voicemails. 845 Easy E hoax. I said it's 845 Easy E hoax. It might sound dumb, but it's not a joke. It's 845 Easy E hoax. Voicemail.
Bruh, your voicemail, dog. This is worth calling, man. You're the shit.
Hey, Max, you should eat a bag of dicks on TV for fun. Bye. We'll see you.
Well, crap. I was trying to reach Devin Sawa. But anyway, Mac, I'm pretty sure I heard the name at least. Talking about Stewart P. Miller of Columbus, Ohio, at Suave Adventurer on all of the things. Now, it's been a minute, so I'm a little backed up, and this may end up all over your face, neck, and chest, and I apologize. Stu! God, that felt good. Later.
Snap, it's Macaulay Culkin's voicemail. Hi, I'm Justin, Pittsburgh, longtime fan, all that. Hey, all the films you did in the 90s and all that, granted you're Home Alone, but you're Richie Rich and Page Master, any of that. Do you ever go back and watch any of those and be like, maybe I shouldn't have done that? Or do you look at all of them and just, you're proud? Like, yeah, I don't know. Home Alone 2, did you ever, like, look at some of the traps that they had planned out for Kevin and go, Jesus, that's awfully violent. I'm electrocuting this man. Or were you young enough that you were just like, sounds pretty funny? That's all I got, dude. It's not very funny or clever. Take care. Bye.
Find me, gag me, take me to the bunny ranch.
You are freaking lumberjack!